Hey there everybody, how's it going? My name is Slammy. Welcome everybody to DanganRonpa V3. We're starting our fourth trial, right? Third trial. Third? Yes, third. Okay, good. Oh lord, I have no idea what's going on with me. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. We got currently 2 murders happening, but we're gonna be doing the trial for the very first murder, because that's how the rules are going at the moment. Whoever died first, that's the first person we're going to be pursuing. So since Angie was the first one to die, we have to make sure and follow through as a pursuit for Angie. However, I do have a sneaky suspicion that there could have been a possibility that the 2 murders that happened today were Angie and Tanko, right? The Angie and Tanko, just want to make sure I'm getting the characters right. Angie and Tanko, I want to make sure, anyway, I'm thinking the murders probably were orchestrated by maybe, possibly a singular person. The only person that I'm thinking of that is really unsuspicious about a lot of this stuff is Korekyo. He was really eager to do the seance. He's not bothered the fact that his sword was used. Granted, he was really adamant about it being his antique sword, and he really did not like Kokichi toying with it and messing with it. Yet he didn't mind the fact that it was over in Angie's room and used as a murder weapon. I would think he'd be typically PO'd a little bit and freaking out. And then the second portion, he was really adamant about putting on the cover for the seance. Whenever they're doing the seance, the lying dog, sleeping child seance, I think it was called. It's all about the dog village, sleeping dog village. Anyway, let's go ahead and continue go through the trial. I'm not gonna jump to too many conclusions, but I just want to kind of toss up my initial thoughts here. It would appear we have all gathered, but it seems that less and less of us.
Oh,
Less friends means it might that much harder to solve mystery.
don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure we got a little smarter by now, Gonta. Yeah, going to do his best to help. I don't want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level.
What?
Hey, what that's supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, never felt better. But wow, Maki roll sure does back a punch.
I don't know.
It's your fault. You don't need to worry about us dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died for so far.
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine.
hoo-yah!
These golden brain cells of mine a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
You should probably use them then. It is as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable.
Rest in peace.
Atua, please. Please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua. Oh, Kibo is most hurt by it. Look at him. The guy's actually physically looking depressed. His eyes dimmed out. He has a shadow covering his face. I feel bad for the guy. I really do feel bad for the guy. Considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua.
I also.
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. You might call it an inner voice. Tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble.
Got a minute?
How long are you going to say that for? Two and Ghost are mad right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is gonna be tough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made the 4th floor so scary on purpose to prevent us from investigating.
Oh, right already.
Prevent me, sorry. No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? What do we say? Oh god. You know what's really depressing? When you look at the numbers that we have right now, it is extremely sad. We have so many people dying every single time. So many people dying every single time. And you know what I'm thinking as well? This murder might be a very slight homage to the very first to the 3rd trial in the first game. Do you remember the 3rd trial in the first game? 2 particular people got killed. 2 particular people got killed and they were manipulated by one specific gambler. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I will say no more. Nevertheless, let's go ahead and talk to everybody before we continue on forward. Also, I'm glad that Maki is being really helpful throughout this trial. She being boss at this trial, seriously. She's been great.
Okay.
Atua and Ghost are mad right now. Corporate is among us. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Or she. But probably think it's a he. So, in the end, the culprit really was... No, it's nothing. We talk about it once the trial starts. What about Himiko? She must be crushed by this. Oh, oh, poor Himiko. Oh, I really do feel bad for her, dude. I really do feel bad for her. Once this trial ends, we're spending time with Himiko. We're spending time with Himiko, no matter what. I genuinely do feel bad for this girl. This girl did nothing bad to anybody. She's doing her thing, just being a mage. She had a friend. She befriended Tenko. Well, Tenko most likely befriended her. She befriended Tua. She had a thing that she was going for. I think she was following. And now both her friends, the person she looked to the most in guidance, and her friend, are both dead. That is. I feel bad for her, dude. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna get the feels. I'm gonna get the feels. Look at Himiko being so sad. Oh, poor girl. Poor girl. We gotta hang out with her. We have to hang out with her, no matter what. Gonta do his best to help. That's good, Gonta. What do you have, Kibo?
Please wait.
It's true. Though I do not know if I can be attributed to God per se. I can hear the inner voice guiding me when I don't know what to do. I can't explain why, but I believe that voice will lead me to hope as long as I listen to it.
On your knees!
Shut up! Why the fuck is the robot talking about God anyway? It's unseemly.
You're so dumb.
But anyways, it's probably just a radio or something. Just like in taxis and stuff.
That is not funny.
It was unwise for me to confide in you all. No, Kibo. You might be onto something, man. You might be onto something. Does the voice tell you what we should do? Because I generally feel like Kibo, I mean, he is a robot. He is clearly a robot. He was, sorry, it's installed with a, wow, now that I think about it, Kibo is the YouTube learning bot, the one that's like demonetizing videos and stuff, that's supposed to be learning. Actually, Kibo is actually learning. Take that, Google. Take that. And yes, I know you own the site. I know you can demonetize my videos. Demonetize. I dare you. I dare you. You already demonetized all the videos anyway, as is. Demonetize some more. Come on. I'm calling you out there. I'm calling you out here. Anyway, I generally believe there's some sort of a conscious or some sort of logistics function inside Kibo that's used as a guidance system in order to make sure that he's got it on the right decision, to get him to learn and see certain things. Pretty sure some sort of system that he's able to listen to and can or cannot follow through with. So in a way, it kind of makes Kibo as have a free will, which is interesting, fascinating. So to me a little bit here.
Listen up!
Tries new brain so I don't have to. We'll go to brains as a gift to the entire world. You might want to use them then, if that's such a gift. Monitor, I didn't mean to look at the monitor. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. But actually talk to Kokichi here. Whoa, Kokichi, you okay? I respected Angie and Tenko so much since the morning we met.
Shut up!
Nothing's gonna be solved by crying about it.
Right already.
Besides, that was a lie, wasn't it?
It's a lie.
Yep, guess I may figure it out already. So there's no point in keeping up the act. Kokichi never changes, no matter what situation he's in. I feel like in a way, Kokichi being so honest with himself like this, I mean, he lies and stuff, but him being honest regarding these situations, I feel like it's gonna be a saving grace at a certain point. I don't know, man, I don't know. Kokichi might help us in the future.
Damn.
This file's gonna be rough, as I couldn't do any investigating. Oh, you wouldn't be doing any much either, to be honest, Kaito. But Korikia, what does it say? Why did the Saiyans fail? I never did figure it out why. See, he's still more interested in that than just the case. I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like maybe, just maybe, Kokichi. See, he was really eager about the Saiyans rather than Angie's death. I feel like what might have happened is that if let's say hypothetically, Kokichi set up the murder to then get the Saiyans to work, just so you could see if the Saiyans works or not. Maybe, but then somebody else could have killed Tenko. I don't know just yet. I know there definitely is something going on. There's some sort of tomfoolery happening, especially around Korekio, right? Not Korekio. Sorry, did I say Kokichi? I meant Korekio. My bad. What is going on with me? Rumble, rumble, rumble. And the sexy Monokuma is gonna let us in. Oh yeah, buddy. Let us in. Thank you, friend. Appreciate it. Alright, let's go and do this, y'all. Before we begin the trial, however, I do want us to check in through the trial, make sure we got everything. As usual, walk towards the elevator in silence. As soon as we remain, as soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard. Yeah. He went down. Down, down, down into the catacombs, into the trial. We descended. That is so depressing to see so less and less of us every single time, dude. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. And so we fell, faster and faster, downward into the black. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it? Or is it? There we go.
Oh.
I thought you were gonna say, or is it something else? Boy, they're really depressed. Not because less participants now. Didn't say it look depressed. Don't say it look depressed. Make more of them sad. Why does I like to keep hearing this adorable back and forth?
Now then.
Let's hurry up and get this started.
Extreme.
At last, the class trial will begin. Hope you enjoyed to your heart's content. Oh, the third class trial was about to begin. Angie Naga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent the killing game. Nantenko Chabashira, the Ultimate Aikido Master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. Two who would kill were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? Two different people? I need to pin that down in the class trial. In order to live, I have to find the truth. And I will fight for it. I will fight with truth and lies in this class trial. Let's do this. Every single time I read those lines, do you want to save? Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah, of course I want to save. You kidding me? You kidding me? Oh. Also, I got a lot of great tips about the lying mechanic. Apparently it has to do something with a specific song. If a specific song is playing, then you have to lie. So I have to look out for it in the future. Alright, let's check here. Review handbook. First of all, skills. I want to make sure we get proper skills here. Tension gauge will increase faster and faster. Effective dual argument arrangement. No, it's okay. X-ray goggles. That's what I need to slot in right now. Really, really bad. And I need to go ahead and also maybe see if I can purchase some skills here. Some really good skills. Moves the time penalty for breaking a non-erasable piece. Effective dual imagination excavation. That would be pretty good. Powerful after death makes it easy to push the opponent back during blade lock. Effective during a bottle showdown. It's okay, I don't really have much trouble with that. Clear mind, that's okay. Just a peek. The that screen will light up more frequently. Effective during Hangman's Gambit version 3.0. First strike, keyword in the first speaker's argument will be shown from the start. Get effective during debate scrum. Let's go and purchase that. That's gonna be a good skill to purchase. Let's obtain the skill and put it in. Slot it in. Mind's Eye, reveal V points, effective during non-stop and mass pan debates. Let's put that in. We got a lot of points we can slot in, so anything we already purchased, let's go ahead and slot in. Focus gauge drains slower while concentrating. That'll be pretty good in the future for sure. Can we put anything else in? No, we cannot. We put a lot of things in. Oh, no mind, we already put that in. Alright, we got 4 out of 51 set skills right now. At the moment, we're doing great right about now. We're honestly doing really good regarding influence of focus and upgrading some of the stats and stuff. That's really good for us. Alright, let's do this here, y'all. Return back, view handbook. Let's do this here. Let's go and check out some bulletin points on everything we got here, just to make sure we got everything covered here. Monica file number 3. Victim is the ultimate artist, Angie Naga. Victim's body was discovered in the Ultimate Artist Research Lab. Time of death is approximately 2 AM. Victim was killed by a fatal stab wound to the torso. Additionally, she has lacerations on her forehead. Second victim is the Ultimate Aikido Master, Tenko Chabashira. The victim's body was discovered in a vacant room on a 4th floor. That estimated time of death is 11 AM. Victim was stabbed in the back of her neck, resulting in death. No other injuries were detected. I genuinely believe that the killing type is the same. The wound to the neck, laceration on the head, on top of the head. I think that's a side thing. Mostly it's the stab to the neck that really killed them. Art Lab's back door. Door has a sliding lock. When Angel's body was found, the sliding lock was locked from the inside. Handle of the sliding lock moves at the slightest touch. Something golden shiny was on the handle. Clearly whoever touched the sword also used this to lock the door. Art Lab's front door. Door has a cylindrical lock. Monodam swallowed the only keys that can only be locked and unlocked from inside the lab. Before Angie's body was found, the door was locked. Kokichi opened it, but picked the lock. Okay, Kokichi can lock and unlock the front door of the Ultimate Artist Lab with his lockpicking skills. He would be the only one to do so. I don't think he did it, however. 4 wax effigies were created on a resurrection ritual. Rantaro, Kaede, Ryoma, and Kirumi. They were hung upside down from the ceiling beams in the Ultimate Artist Lab. I don't think that was planned on purpose, though. I think somebody put it up on purpose. Gold Leaf Katana. He was stabbed into the hung Kaede effigy. Because the katana is so old that the handle Gold Leaf rubs off easily, was blood on the tip. It was taken from the Ultimate Anthropologist lab, so only the sheath was left in the display case, and you could have entered the lab. You know what I'm thinking what could have happened actually? Now that I'm thinking about it, what could have possibly happened is that maybe they used the sword to stab Angie, right? And then maybe cut the top of her head, and then they could have somehow finagled putting the sword into Kaede wax figurine and using the momentum of the rope and twisting the ropes. You know how if you tangle up a rope and it can start unwinding itself to snap the lock back in for the secondary door, and the handle rubbed against the lock in order to lock it, perchance, maybe. Necronomicon. Pokemon Kuma prepared as a motive. Angie attempted to carry out the book's resurrection ritual. Necronomicon resurrection ritual prepared an effigy on the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone made to participate. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. It is not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, and label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn the Necronomicon to ashes. It was not Necronomicon was not burned, so she died before the ritual happened. We gotta make sure we remember this. Means a ritual success. Okay. Forehead injury. Considering the laceration, the injury on the victim's forehead was not bleeding as much as it should. So that was just slight blood. There was a very, very slight scrape at that point. It's not actually blood. Bloody duct tape. Bloody piece of duct tape stuck on her hair. Blood on it had already dried. Blood that was shown. The blood was flowing from the back of Angie's neck, created a pool. So somehow tape was used for this. Possibly tape was maybe used in order to wrap the handle of the blade, perhaps? No, it doesn't have any gold speckles on it, otherwise it would. Angie locked herself in the Ultimate Artist Lab since yesterday, working on the ritual. She would not unlock the door unless someone from the Student Council asked her to. The Student Council members were Gontai, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumiki. There we go. We got this account with Tsumiki, from Tsumiki's account. Cage Child. In order to perform the Cage Child, you need 5 people, including the Spirit Medium, a dark place with no light. Draw the magic circle, pass down from the caged dog village on the ground. Spirit medium must place the forehead on a stone and curl up like a turtle. I believe the stone was placed there almost as a possible marking. Almost as a possible marking so that somebody could sneak in from the back and kill Tenko in such a manner. So stone was placed there for a reason, and whoever knew about the book probably knew that that's where the floorboard would be set up at and everything. And I believe the stone on a forehead, forehead on a stone, was almost used as a marker to set up of which floorboard to be right under and everything, so you can move it aside and everything. Place that are in cage of the spirit medium, and then cover the cage with a white cloth. Finally, place the dog god on top of the cage. Take care not to step on a magic circle during preparation. Finally, turn off all lights to make it completely dark. The preparation will be complete. Seance will commence once all 4 participants stand at the corners of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing Cage Child song. After the song, ask if it is a caged child, then say the name of the spirit. Spirit medium will reply with the voice of the spirit you have summoned, which we didn't really get. Kibo's flashing function. Function that Miyu had added to Kibo, he can emit a blinding light from his eyes. Loose floorboard. Loose floorboard right below Tenko. It was not loose before the seance. There were dried blood on the bottom part of the floorboard, which I think maybe that could have been where the tape came from, perchance, maybe, possibly. Marker stone. Stone was on by Tenko's body. During the seance, Tenko had been crouched over the iron cage with her forehead on the stone. Like I said, I feel like the stone was used more as a marker than anything else. Iron cage that Tenko was in during the seance. See, it splattered over the top there. And I think it also got on the inside of the blanket as well. And the reason the heavy blanket was used in such a manner is so that we wouldn't see the splatter actually happen or the killing actually happen there. At this moment, Tenko died in the crouched position. Injury to the back of her neck was deep, but probably not enough to kill her immediately. But definitely she went to shock. She was covered in an iron cage during the seance. Its very thing cannot be seen through. Blood on the back around the middle of the sheet, but there's no hole in the fabric. so it couldn't be stabbed through the statue. It had to be stabbed through with a sickle. Dark statue, wooden statue that was put on top of the iron cage during the seance, weighs about 175 pounds. Yuichi, Kokichi, Kyo, and Himiko worked together to put it up and remove it from the cage. Magic circle Kaede drew. Magic circle that was drawn with salt. Drawn on the floor of the room that was seance was held. After Tenko's body was found, the magic circle was trampled on, made it impossible to check the original shape. So we were not able to check the original shape at that point. Sound during seance. During the seance there was a loud sound while it was completely dark. Gotcha. Hole in the corner. Hole was in the corner of the room the seance was held in. There's space under the floor. You can see what was dropped there. I found the sickle under the foot, which is probably the murder weapon right then and there. Crosspiece under the floor. One of the crosspieces that supports the loose floorboard of the room the seance was held on. Only the portion that supports the floorboard was cut off. It wasn't broken naturally. It looked like someone had purposely cut it. I'm guessing they also were cut while they were trying to cut it as well. Dry blood under the floor, which I think was caused from an outside injury. Blood Kokichi. While Kokichi was investigating the neighboring room where the seance was held, he had stepped through one of the floorboards. That room also had a part of a crosspiece cut out, portion that supported the floorboard. So in the opposite or in the adjacent room, there was or room I guess next door, adjacent, whatever, you know what I mean. There was a portion where we could actually get inside and had the same middle cut out. I'm guessing so they could try to mimic the same location and bust through to the other side and cut the same kind of length and stuff. That's probably how they measured in which board to cut and everything. Nevertheless, the only person that would know about any of this stuff or would have joined the circle ahead of time would probably be Kokichi, which is why I think he's with suspicion in this particular regard. Nevertheless, difficulty is all good. Yep, difficulty is all set. Let's go ahead and begin, y'all. Sorry for this quick. I'm gonna try to make this wrap up a little bit quicker. I just want to make sure we're able to summarize everything together so I can also stay on track. Let's do this.
Ahem. Now then, let's begin with the basic explanation of the class trial. During the trial, you'll present your arguments for who the culprit is, and vote for who done it. Vote correctly, and only the blackened will be punished. But if you pick the wrong person, I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and that person will graduate from this academy. Also, refusing to vote will result in your death. So you better vote for someone. Now, smiles, everyone! It's showtime! Let's get this crazy awesome trial underway!
Sorry, everyone. I don't think I'm gonna be much help this time. Because of Monokuma's disruptions, I couldn't do a thorough investigation.
I can tell Monokuma is overcompensating to hide his self-consciousness.
Next time, spend less time fixing your hair and more time investigating, spaceman!
Oh, sorry, I thought you were talking about me because I was fixing my hair.
Shut up! I don't need to hear some comedy act from you two weirdos.
Himiko. Oh, she's upset.
Who did it? Who killed Angie and Tenko?
Oh, Himiko's actually mad.
Do not let your emotions hasten your judgment. There may be two killers.
So, our other culprit might not be one of us here.
Hmm? What do you mean?
The transfer student. Maybe our resurrected transfer student dragged Angie and Tenko into the grave.
Stop it! Stop making stuff up!
Say something, Shuichi. It'll be a mess if this keeps going on.
Is it impossible for a revived corpse to be the culprit? Well, in the interest of being thorough, I should clear things up here. Okay, we're gonna show that the cage child seance did not happen, and the entire thing did not happen. Monokuma File 3, forehead injury, effigies hung upside down.
This crime was committed by the recently deceased.
Because
They came back to
Necronomicon.
life and killed 2 of our classmates.
No!
Oh god, okay buddy, okay, don't worry.
So, ritual did work?
No, it didn't though.
Who was
That's a problem.
resurrected, I wonder?
Angie did say she was gonna bring Rantaro back. Yes,
True.
Rantaro was resurrected.
No.
The culprit is the late Rantaro Amami!
No.
Please, stop it!
Okay, I gotta say something. This isn't about believing in reviving the dead. I'd focus on the statements. Were all the statements correct?
This crime was committed by the recently deceased.
Okay, let's do it.
They came back to life and killed 2 of our classmates.
Ritual did not work, however. I know it didn't, because they didn't meet the criteria.
So, ritual did work?
It didn't.
That's wrong!
It didn't. Because they didn't meet the criteria and the Necronomicon is still intact. It's not in ashes.
I don't think Angie's ritual succeeded. According to the Necronomicon Monokuma showed us, you have to burn the Necronomicon in the ritual.
After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution, be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times.
If Angie's ritual had succeeded, the book would have been gone.
So she must have been killed before the ritual was complete, since the book was still intact.
Then, going to think Rantaro probably not culprit.
Oh, I guess you're right.
Well, duh. There's no way a dead person could resurrect.
Now hold on a second. I can't let that comment stand. Sure, everybody knows that you can't bring the dead back to life. But it's easy at the Ultimate Academy, as long as you use the Necronomicon.
But nobody used it because the Necronomicon is still intact.
What are you talking about? There's no way that's possible.
But it's true. I never lie about motives.
Daddy said so he can't be wrong. Raising the dead is totally possible.
Man, I can't believe you guys wasted such a perfectly good motive. You should have let me use it to bring Monodum back to life.
Monodum is still alive, though.
I'm just kidding. I wouldn't waste a resurrection on Monodum's corpse.
Oh, I know who Monodem is killing next. Ooh, alright, goodbye Monotaro, we'll see you later, buddy.
Oh? So resurrecting the dead was actually possible this whole time?
There's no way it's possible!
There's no way that could happen, idiots. Monokuma is trying to confuse us. Let's hurry up and find out who the Blackened is.
If our transfer student isn't the culprit, then blame falls to one of us.
Who? Who did it?
Step aside, Half Pint. I'll handle this. I don't know about Tenko, but I'm pretty fucking sure Kyo murdered Angie.
What? Why?
Don't play dumb with me, Creepshow. I already know what happened.
You do? She does? Okay. Front door, back door,
The culprit
lockpicking.
used a katana to kill Angie. And it was found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
True.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
Did it care?
I do
Yeah, that's the
not
thing.
care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm.
Wow.
You went to the classroom, broke in, and murdered the fuck out of Angie!
Nobody broke in.
Ah, I'm a fucking genius!
Is Kaede really the culprit? Does the story fit the facts of the case? We should think about it from the beginning.
The culprit...
Let's go ahead and cover this a little bit more. Angie had locked herself in the Ultimate Artist Lab since yesterday, working on the ritual. She would not lock the door unless someone from the student council asked her to. Student council members were Konten, Kibo, Himiko, Tenku, and Tsumiki. Go over to Kokichi's lockpicks. Kokichi can lock and unlock the front door of the Ultimate Art Lab with his lockpicking skills. This door has a cylindrical lock. Monodem swallowed the only key, so it can only be locked and unlocked from inside the lab. Before Angie's body was found, the door was locked, but Kokichi opened it by picking the lock. So maybe I could use this
to kill Angie.
front door to
And
try to
it was
counter him.
found in Kyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kyo, automatically suspicious.
But anyone could have taken that katana, you see.
True.
So that rusty katana was the murder weapon. You were the only one who cared about that thing, Kyo.
He didn't care that much.
I did not care about some katana.
Just admit it, you shit-eating worm.
You went to the classroom, broke in.
Don't think you could break in though. Oh. Well, the had a key or not, Angie still would have let him into the lab. And then he could have pinned her down and murdered her just like that. Oh,
No.
I see what they're looking for. Okay, I see what they're
Culprit
looking
used a
for.
katana to kill Angie.
There we go.
Kiyo's research lab. Which makes you, Kiyo, automatically suspicious. But
Let's fast forward a little bit more here.
Katana was... We're the only one that thing.
I did not some katana.
just admit it, you shit.
Shitty worm, yep, and the
Went to the
it was like a
classroom.
worm. Hell yeah.
That's wrong!
I didn't know whether we were talking about the cylindrical lock or the fact that Angel was gonna only let people in from the student council.
Kyo would not have been able to enter Angie's lab.
From a student council room. At the same time, Kyo would not been able to enter the front door either because Kokichi is the only person that knows how to unlock the lock, unlock the cylindrical lock in the first place. He's the only one with lockpicking skills. At the same time, the back door was also unlocked, as you can see from the very, from the points and everything. So I wasn't sure what it was asking me until I tried it out.
Isn't that right, Tsumugi?
Yeah. Before Angie locked herself up in her research lab, she said she wasn't going to open up for anyone but student council members.
See, Mia was talking about breaking in. Like as in like breaking in with lock, with a key or something and sneaking in. So that's why I thought they were talking about maybe a cylindrical lock, but oh well.
And Kyo is not a member. She wouldn't have opened the door for him.
Kyo couldn't have killed Angie even if he wanted to.
I had no desire to kill her in the first place.
So whoever killed Angie must have been one of the student council members, yeah?
I was doing a bit to lead you to the right answer. Can't believe you actually got it.
Oh, okay, Miyu, okay.
Oh, how clever.
Don't believe her.
You can just ignore her, Gonta.
Yes, please.
The remaining student council members are Gonta, Kibo, Tsumugi, and Himiko.
Oh, that's actually kind of endearing a little bit. Angie's portrait has a halo and wings. Aww. Aww. I mean, aside from the blood sacrifice and everything and being so infatuated with her too, she was kind of a sweetheart. Kind of.
Well, it can't be Himiko. She was besties with Angie. I trust their friendship. You guys do too, right?
He's getting on to something, isn't he?
Yeah, of course.
Can we trust their friendship so readily?
Obviously. Let's believe in them.
That trims our list of suspects down to 3. Gonta, Tsumugi, and Kibo.
Yep. The culprit is one of those 3 people.
You mean one of those 2 people? 'Cause a robot ain't people, Jack!
Oh.
I will let that remark slide. Anyway, aren't these accusations just a tad too hasty?
Whatevs. The culprit should confess already. Gonta, Keyboy, or Tsumugi. Well...
No, not Gonta. Gonta would never kill Angie.
I agree. I didn't think Gonta would even have it in him to kill anybody.
Yeah, Gonta's a gentleman. You shouldn't suspect either of us.
Hey, stick up for me too.
Gonta definitely not hurt anyone. Torture Gonta if you don't believe.
Torture might be a bit too far, but Gonta and I aren't the culprits.
And I'm not the culprit either. Jeez.
Gonta
I'm not the culprit.
We're not the culprits.
Alright, so I gotta listen to all 3 of them. Okay. Let's do this. I'll listen to them one at a time. That's what I'll do. Since we have the power to only focus on one of them at a time.